aboard the top spec 2018 large transition patrol, and this Geo feels really good. For how far they supposedly moved the front end, the bars and stuff, feels really natural for me. I feel nice and over the front end, which is feeling good on this climb. Good weight on the front wheel. Should kind of make turning up steep hills easier, I bet. Suspension feels really good on the climb. Very settled. I'm not really getting bumped at all. I don't really have to think about it, which is a good sign. Compared to last year's bike, this for sure feels more supportive while cranking. I feel like when I put force through the cranks, a lot of that force is making it to shooting me forward. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling very good on the steeps. Holy shit. This thing really is confidence spiraling. Holy shit. This is a fucking icy one. Woo! Oh man. Oh, that's wild. You. Oh man. This is definitely what this bike was made for. Oh my god, this thing is a fucking sled. Feels really good on the gnarliest stuff I could find. The trail was pretty much a test of my abilities. Steepest one in town, I think. So yeah, this bike felt absolutely incredible on that. I mean, it feels longer. Super stable like a downhill bike. The confidence was definitely very, very noticeable. Biggest takeaway of this bike. Whew. Oh, so far so dry. Oh yeah. Okay, this is feeling really good. Takeaway after the hot lap on Atomic Dog. This thing is like crazy stable, crazy fun to like throw into turns. I could hear the tires really working, but I wasn't, which was sick. Feeling a little less poppy to me right now. Feels like it likes bigger jumps, but could be the cold weather, but I'm having a hard time feeling like it just getting it to pop off little rollers and stuff. Feels a little bit more like a downhill bike. Love the 12 by drivetrain. It's really my first real ride on one of those. Dude, I did not hit granny today. Fox shocks on this top spec build are freaking awesome. Felt pretty well glued to the ground. Brakes, these codes, really impressive. Yeah, plenty of power. They aren't even set up that well. They're pulling in pretty far, but that little bit of pad contact I did have was way more than enough for, as I said, one of the gnarliest trails I know. So I'd say that's pretty impressive. Kind of digging it. Critique about the build. I wish everybody would just stop with these 35 millimeter bars. My wrists are definitely feeling it. I'll hopefully be throwing on some my Envy carbon bars so they have a little damn flex in them. Take away this bike is thing is a sled that likes it rough. I mean, the wheelbase feels kind of long. The bike felt more playful the more I kind of like the steeper the terrain, I guess. Another thing I've noticed is this bike is feels like the rear end's longer. I gotta check the geo chart, but I don't know, it feels like I gotta really kind of work to get the front end up, which I like to do. It's another thing that takes away from this bike's like playfulness factor, which I don't know, it's a big deal for me. But this thing will have you going faster and sending gnarlier shoots, no doubt. Who's this bike for? In my mind, it's somebody who lives in an area where they're riding really hardcore steep stuff very frequently. I can't say I'd recommend this bike to somebody who doesn't have real steep terrain. You know, it's a lot of freaking bike.